Hey guys! Today I am going to start working on one of my New Year's resolutions, which was to minimize my belongings further. So today I have decided to take on a massive decluttering challenge. I am going to try and cram a 30-day declutter challenge into one day if I can manage, because I'm kind of worried that it's a little bit too much and kind of just impossible to do in one day. If that happens, I'm gonna have to split this in two. But in any case, I'm gonna spend all day today decluttering 30 different zones around the house. So I found a few, ready 30-day decluttering challenges online, but not all of them apply to me. I have a very small home. So for example, I don't own a linen closet, I don't own a car, I don't have a garage, and I don't have children, so many of these lists include things like, kids' toys and things like that. On the other hand, I do have pets. Yeah, I just kind of personalized my 30 categories to fit my kind of lifestyle and the situation I'm currently in. I also did not include clothing or shoes because I did those pretty recently. I was very thorough, so I'm currently very happy with the way my closet looks and my shoe collection. So if you're interested in seeing me go through that, it was quite an, extensive process as well. I will link that video up in the info card right here so you can watch that. Something I do want to say before we jump into this is my goal here is to stop feeling like our home is too small for us. We live in a pretty normal sized smaller apartment for Amsterdam standards. It's just the two of us currently, so there isn't really any reason why we should have more things than fit into this house. And I want to be able to enjoy the things that I actually use and that have a purpose and that bring me joy, and not dig through all these things that don't really serve a purpose anymore and probably never will. So that being said, I don't want to declutter just for the sake of decluttering. To me personally, the only thing worse than holding on to something for too long is throwing it out and then repurchasing the same thing again, because that is just absolutely wasteful. That is not my intention whatsoever. The amount of stuff that I declutter will vary greatly, probably from category to category, and I won't get rid of things if I feel like they might still be useful to me at some point, or I will have to repurchase them if I get rid of them now. That is also just not something I can afford financially, to keep repurchasing things and throwing them out. Not to mention the impact on the environment, which is something I'm trying to be more conscious of. With all of that out of the way, I think it is time to get started. So the first category I'm going to tackle today is makeup. I am going to go through these things pretty quickly since I have 30 categories to fit into 1 or 2 videos. So I'm not going to show you my entire kind of process of why I'm getting rid of something. I will show you everything that I am getting rid of. So let's get started. Alright. Makeup declutter is done. Let me show you what I'm getting rid of. First of all, I'm gonna move this little guy right here in with the rest of my colored eyeshadows that I keep with my Halloween collection. I am finally going to get rid of the Mosaic face powder, which broke a few years ago and I kind of repressed, but it's been kind of crumbly and just gross, and I don't reach for it because I have other things that aren't as gross. This is a sample of a foundation base that I never use. I am getting rid of a few liquid lipsticks that are too light for me and just give me that horrible nude concealer lip look that I am not into at all. Expired lip gloss, a few very bright pink or corally lipsticks that look horrible on me. I have more nude liquid lipsticks. This is another very nude lipstick that I've had for years. I believe this is one of my first makeup purchases ever. As is this. This is my first red lipstick ever. I have kept this for nostalgic reasons, but it's time to part with it. I have a mustache shaped lip balm that I never reach for because it's impossible to open. And I have loads and loads and loads of stick lip balms that I choose over this. I honestly can't open it here. Oh. I have never apparently even touched this. Cute as it is, it's gotta go. I have this all natural lip balm that I've had for years and again just don't reach for over all the others that I have, and I have plenty. An old brow gel that I have a replacement for. A dried up glitter purple eyeliner. A few old mascaras. Another glitter eyeliner, liquid eyeliner that's just old. This lipstick that I never use anymore. It's kind of purpley shade. A CC cream that I never use. A dried up eyeshadow base, and the wrapper for a brow tattoo. So that's all the makeup I am getting rid of. So let me give you a quick overview of what I am keeping. I have my eye and brow products here, then my lip products in this drawer. This is the face product. Eyeshadow palettes are back there. That's my current makeup collection, and again, I could definitely get rid of much more, but I do still use this stuff for videos occasionally, and as you can see, I have plenty of storage for it. So let's move on to the next category. The next category is makeup brushes. So the brushes I have on display are these in these two thingies right there, and I mean, this is a pretty large amount of makeup brushes considering I use no makeup brushes at all in my daily makeup routine. I definitely don't need as many out on display, and I do plan on getting like another storage solution for my brushes that I do want to have on display. They need to be washed like badly. They're very dirty. But besides those, I have one set of makeup brushes. Complete. I mean, this is a perfectly good complete set of makeup brushes. I have another one of those. Again, a perfectly good complete set of makeup brushes. And then there's this baby, which is stuffed to the brim with all of my other makeup brushes. And I mean that quite literally. There are brushes just falling out of this. This was great when I did makeup, but I don't do that anymore, and there is no way I need this many makeup brushes. I also have like doubles of everything, and some of these I don't ever use. Now the thing is, makeup brushes are a durable item, they don't expire, and they are pretty expensive to repurchase. So if I ever do want to get back into, like, you know, makeup stuff, this is something that I can use again. And I do have my little makeup, like my box, my kits, my professional kits, downstairs that is currently empty. It just has like my headbands and sponges and kind of like tools like that. So I think I'm just gonna go through, pick out some brushes that I want to keep up here for personal use, see if I have like quadruples of anything that I can actually get rid of, and everything else I'm gonna move into my professional kits and keep there. That's what we're gonna do. I have decided this is what I am going to be, you know, trying to give away to friends and family, including this complete set. These are the brushes I do actually enjoy using when I am wearing a little bit more makeup, and I use these for videos and things like that. So I'm just gonna close this up and pop that into my makeup storage unit over there. This ridiculous pile, which is still way too big, I fully agree with that. All of this is gonna go down to my professional kits after I have cleaned it, because most of these are just gross, and yeah, I don't want to do that. And that includes this empty brush roll, because I have decided to take the white and pink set and pop that up as my kind of display brush set, because I think this one is pretty cute, and I have like a cute little mug to go with it, and these are just a lot more kind of aesthetically pleasing than the ones that I had up here, and of course they're perfectly functional as well. Next up is nail polishes, and I am going to cheat here a little bit because I actually went through my nail polishes a few weeks ago. There is a blog post about the whole process up on my blog where I show the pictures of, you know, what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of. I have given away the majority of my nail polishes. What I'm still left with is this that I need to find a new home for out of the ones that I'm getting rid of. So what I am left with currently is this. These are all of the nail polishes I own at the moment. Like, these are all the colored ones. These are top coats, base coats, treatments, oils, things like that. I have kept a few nail tools. I have gotten rid of a bunch of nail tools. Hand creams in here, and these are cotton pads for nail polish removing. All fits into this one little drawer beautifully, and it's all I need. Very happy with the way I've minimized this. I do expect I will be minimizing this more as time goes on. Next up is hair tools, and this is another category where I feel like I should keep more than I probably even want to keep or that I need for my personal life, because of my job. I am a hair YouTuber, obviously, and I need hair tools to do my hair tutorials. So with that in mind, I'm still going to go through this. I don't need multiples of everything. Yeah, let's get started. So, I've decided to keep all of my hair accessories because Those always come in handy for like different videos. This contains all of my foam rollers. I am keeping my tangle teaser, these 2 wooden combs, curlers, hairbrushes, a curling iron stand. Then I am keeping my hair dryer. Just 1. Keeping a hair straightening brush, 1 straightening iron. I am keeping 2 sets of these interchangeable curling irons. And I've checked and they are both all completely different sizes. This contains the extra barrels for the blue iron and both of the heat resistant gloves. And this contains all of the attachments for the white curling iron. This is what I am getting rid of. I have a broken wooden comb, which I'm very sad about because this is gorgeous, but yeah, broken. I have a pair of old and blunt hair cutting scissors that I have a better version of now. I'm getting rid of my second straightening iron. I'm getting rid of these 2 attachments that I do have another one in the same size. And I'm getting rid of the little travel thingy that the blue curling iron came in. And this is what it looks like in the bin. Staying in the beauty department still, next up is hair products. I don't expect I'll be getting rid of much here because I do tend to use stuff like this up. Again, work related. But I'm just gonna have a quick look through anyway, even if it's just to do a little inventory of what I own. So this is what's currently in here. Okay. As expected, I'm not really getting rid of anything. I don't have that many hair products to begin with. So I just reorganized it a bit so that all of these things are laying flat and I can see what they are in a glance. I am, however, going to move this stuff to sit with my wigs and hair extensions. This is a product that, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's made for hair extensions even, but this is pure silicone and my hair does not react well to silicone. And this round brush was in there as well, and there is a room in my actual hair tools box now to store this. We have moved to the bathroom because the next category is toiletries. And this is another one where I don't expect to be getting rid of a lot because this is one that I go through very regularly, and I did go through pretty recently as well. But I'm just gonna go have a look at mostly the under the sink cabinet and be very critical of what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of. I am honestly surprised by how much I was able to sort out of this. Old foundation brush that I used for face masks, 1 facial cleansing thingy, 1 male skincare sample that Robert's never gonna use. This skin roller, because I have a really nice jade roller now, so I don't think I'm gonna be using this one anymore. Some things that I took out of their packaging that just are much more concise now. An expired facial oil, a sample that I don't think I'm gonna use, a little face mask sample, again, I don't think I'm gonna use that. This really old and very likely expired bath bomb. This set of shower gel and body lotion that I don't think I'm gonna use, and this shampoo which smells like coconut, and I hate the scent of coconut, so I'm gonna give this to my mom. So this is what the cabinet looks like now. There's still quite a bit in here, but this is all stuff that I either use or am going to use in the future. Next category is medicine, and I'm going to do both human medicine and red medicine. Yeah, I'm gonna start with human medicine, even though I do believe I went through this pretty recently as well. So gonna see if there's anything I need to get rid of now. That was really quick and simple. This is what I'm keeping. My little portable first aid kit, a few more first aid things, a little bit of medicine, and this is what I'm getting rid of. So let's move on to red medicine. This is what I'm getting rid of, and most of these are antibiotics, so I definitely need to take those back to the vet. And this is what we are keeping. Next up are candles, both normal candles and scented candles. And now candles are something that you probably will go through eventually. I am going to pick out any scented candles that I don't really, like the scent of that much. And I'm going to take out all of the candles from the candle holders around my house, the ones that are burned up, and replace them with fresh ones, so like the tea lights and things like that. I'm getting rid of these burnt out ones, these ones in a scent that I don't really like, and this one that's almost burned up, and I'm not gonna pick over all of the other scented candles I own. The next one is gonna be a 2-in-1, because I'm gonna go through the contents of my handbags that are in use and the contents of my wallet. So I'm probably gonna do the one that I use the most first. It's my handbag. I'm just gonna go through and take anything out that doesn't belong there, and I don't need to be lugging with me every single day. Alright, that's the handbag done. Everything that's going back in is just this, my wallet, after I go through that in a bit, pair of gloves, a tote bag, my bike keys, and a pack of tissues. This is what I'm taking out. This tote bag that I need to mend because it's broken, and I will repair this because it's my absolute favorite. It's from the Efteling. A reusable kind of vegetable fruit bag. I'm gonna put that in with my shopping bags. I'm gonna put this back in with my hats. This is a shopping list. I usually just keep this in the hallway to grab if I go grocery shopping. These things from the supermarket. A lock and keys, a candy, just like random stuff everywhere. So moving on to my backpack. Alright, backpack done as well. This is what's going out. Eye drops, more pads. Oh, I'm actually keeping this. A lip product, a huge amount of hair products for some reason. And this is what I'm keeping. All of the little things are going back into that little pouch. A pack of tissues, a tote bag, and my earphones. As for my wallet, what I'm getting rid of are receipts from like 3 different countries for some reason. 2 gift cards that I will just take with me when I decide to use them, which I might not ever because I've had these in my wallet for years. And what I'm keeping are just my basics, my debit card, my driver's license, things like that, health insurance. Then I have my membership to the National Opera, some loyalty cards, my gym membership, things like that. Alright, moving on to the next round. Next up are art supplies. I used to be pretty serious about my art as a kind of older teenager, but once I went to university it just kind of stopped and I haven't really made much since then. This is actually one of the things I dislike about many people's view on minimalism. I personally don't believe in killing your fantasy self, and this is something that is discussed a lot in the kind of minimalism community. The fantasy self is basically the image that you have of yourself or of the person that you want to be, and the items that you buy that are associated with that. So the items that are for the person that you want to be or you think you will become, but not the person you are today. So say like beautiful dresses for all the fancy parties you're gonna go to that you never end up attending, or cooking supplies for all the amazing homemade meals you're going to make, and like dishes for the parties you're going to host that you never actually do host, and the dishes that you never actually do cook. And for me, that is all of the art supplies for all of the art pieces I don't make. But here's the thing. Like I mentioned, I don't believe in killing your fantasy self because I don't believe in killing dreams, and I believe that there's always hope for a hobby to return. It would absolutely break my heart to get rid of my art supplies. I do, however, just want to skim through these really quickly, just again to get a little inventory, hold these in my hands again and go through them. And there may be some things here that are expired, like dried up paints and things like that, so I'm just gonna have a look. I'm not going to force myself to get rid of these based on the fact that I don't really use them that frequently. That being said, let's get started. Alright, as I'm surrounded by all this stuff, it is pretty easy for me to decide I'm not getting rid of any of this. I just want to hold on to all of this. But I still feel like it's good for me to, you know, realize once again everything that I have in here. I am, however, going to separate out my craft supplies. I do think I'm going to put them back, but I'm going to put them in a separate little bag, because I want to separate those from my more serious kind of art supplies. Okay, I changed my mind. This is a challenge. I'm not getting away with just not getting rid of anything. So I'm still kind of cheating my way out, but at least I'm getting rid of something. So I'm gonna get rid of these canvas back thingies, wooden thingies that I've never ever really used, and they come with every canvas, so it's not like I need these. A booklet. 2 of these tins that used to contain watercolor pencils, which have been transferred to a pencil case. And these things are gonna be moved to my knitting chest. Yeah, it's a chest. And that is also the next project I'm gonna work on. So this is the art supply bin. I'm not entirely sure why I keep torturing myself by putting in these categories of things that I don't really want to get rid of, like my knitting and crochet supplies. So I have this one chest and it's pretty full. And I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of anything, but I just want to go through it, you know, as with the art supply, see if there's anything that I can get rid of. This is what I'm getting rid of. That plastic baggie, a few loose scraps, and an unfinished project, which I know I'm not going to finish because this was supposed to be a sweater. And I don't like this color. I'm not gonna wear this color ever, so there's no point in me finishing this sweater. Of course, there's no point in getting rid of perfectly good yarn, which I might still use in the future. It's not that ridiculous an amount. I did discover that I have this pretty impressive collection of embroidery yarn, apparently, which is great because I just got into embroidery earlier last year. It is now 2019. I have 2 grey scarves going for some reason, and that little project that I have no idea what it was supposed to be, but it's still attached, so I can just, you know, unravel that and be good. So I'm gonna pop all of this back, and then knitting and crochet is all good. The last hobby category of torture, my sewing box. After this, I'm gonna have 2 much easier ones. That's good because I'm getting really tired. Like, decision fatigue is kicking in big time. Anyways, I need to get through this. This contains my sewing supplies, some fabric, ribbons, buttons, things like that. Alright, that was easier than I thought. I am getting rid of this wrapping, some scrap pieces of fabric, this gift wrapping that fabric came in, and my scouting badges, they don't belong there, so I'm gonna put those somewhere else. I'm keeping still a pretty full box, but there are fabrics in here as well. This is some stuff that I use to make hammocks for the ratties. Again, some more fabric. Apparently I have my wood carving supplies in here as well. The next category is a really easy one, and that is user manuals. I'm going to take out all of the manuals I own, get rid of all of the ones for appliances and things I no longer own. That's the first thing. Also things I don't think I will use in the future, or that I believe will be easy to find online. Let's do that. That was really easy. I'm getting rid of almost everything. That's a big pile of paper there. Everything I'm keeping easily fits into this one binder. And then I have this thingy, and this contains all of the instructions that came with the apartment, so the ones for the kitchen appliances and things like that. Energy levels are dropping fast and dramatically. Sun's going down, so there is one more thing I'm gonna tackle, and that is the hallway closet. And I'm gonna be easy on myself on this one, and I'm gonna skip the whole basket of baking supplies that I have up here. I'm gonna leave that for another time and just go through these 2 bins and those 2 bins. Those are tools and nails and screws and things like that. I'm gonna just leave that. Again, all of that is stuff that you will use sooner or later, or I might go through that another time. But for now, these 2, those 2, and that's pretty much it. This is what I have removed from that closet. 1 pair of slippers. I'm gonna take these down to the storage, and I have literally no idea what these are, so I'm gonna ask Robert and see if we can maybe get rid of those. And that's where I'm gonna leave it for today, because I cannot think straight anymore. It's been hours and hours and hours. I've been at this literally all day, and I don't think I'm making the best decisions right now, so I do think I'm gonna have another look at that closet another day when I'm kind of rejuvenated and ready to go back at it again. Yeah, for today that is all that I am decluttering. I feel like I did a pretty good job. I went through 15 different areas around the house and categories of things. I am very happy with my results today. I will be going through the other 15 categories and locations around the house next time I do this. I think it's gonna be in a couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested in seeing that video as well. I will write out all of the categories in the description box below so you can follow along if you would like, if you're interested in that. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, there's a link in the description box below. Thank you so much. There's another video here that you may also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!